Welcome everyone to the Friendship Circle Global Shabbat Party. I'm Brianna Halpern and I volunteer at Friendship Circle in Livingston, New Jersey.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I'm Presley, and I'm a volunteer from Columbus, Ohio.
I'm Mac Bauer from Friendship Circle in West Bloomfield, Michigan, and we are so excited to have you join us from around the world.
And I'm Hannah Plotkin from Cleveland, Ohio. Let's get ready to have some fun.
We have all been stuck in isolation because of COVID-19, and everyone knows they've let themselves go a little bit, sleeping in, eating too much junk food, watching too much TV.
Over the past 3 months, we have spent so much time FaceTiming, Zooming, TikToking, even distance learning. I feel like it's time for us to disconnect a little.
If there's one thing Shabbat can teach us about quarantine, it's how to do it right. Because Shabbat is much more than just food, family, and rest. Instead, when we disconnect from our nonstop world, Shabbat can bring us something more, an opportunity for a special spiritual experience.
And so let's get the family together, gather around the table, and celebrate the Shabbat. But of course, since we've all been on TikTok for the last 10 weeks and don't have attention spans anymore, we'll prepare by compressing 25 hours into 25 minutes.
You're about to experience a really exciting program and meet some amazing people. But first, let's start off with some Shabbat spirit. And what would Shabbat be without some singing? So here's a classic Shabbat song, quarantine style.
When it's been almost 100 days of no school or play dates, people wearing masks, and no one will shake your hand, I think we need to sing this little tune together. Join me. I think you'll understand. It's no fun. Has the world even spun? Or what would the sages have done? At home, but we're not alone if we sing this bim bum bum. Shabbat shalom, hey! We're stuck at home, oi! Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. I don't need challah delivered by a drone. Friday morning, I start to make my own. Shabbat shalom, hey! We're stuck at home, oi! Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Candles, challah, let's praise the Almighty. Friendship Circle, Global Shabbat Party. Shabbat shalom, hey! We're stuck at home, oi! Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. When the stars come out Saturday night, we sing Havdalah when it's right. So smell your spices and drink your fine wine until we're together next time. Shabbat shalom, hey! We're stuck at home, oi! Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, we are stuck at home. I like that. That was catchy. I think I may work out to that. I may just go running and just listen. It was fun. Hi everybody, Elon Gold here. You know what I love. You guys know what I love. I love Chabad. I love Friendship Circle. I love Shabbat. I love parties. I like globes. Nobody likes a globe. Nobody needs a globe, more importantly. How are people still purchasing globes, right? You don't need it. You're never driving around like, honey, we are lost. Give me the globe. Yeah, give me, it's in the globe compartment. Just give me, Where on earth are we? You don't ask for directions holding up a globe. Yeah, hi, excuse me. We're like here, right? We're here, and I'm trying to get to there. Here's the point. We are living on a globe, a planet, and things are a bit meshuggah right now. I don't know if you heard. And especially for our people, the Jews, because this whole pandemic and don't touch your face, that's all we do. I don't believe, right? Everything we say, the Shema, every custom and ritual. Shabbat, right before Shabbat, we light the candles. After Shabbat, we stick besamim up our nose. Yeah, and then we take this bag of cloves and pass it around. Here, you stick it up your nose now. Go ahead, now you. It's not easy for us to have this don't touch your face thing. For me, as a comedian who does impressions of other Jewish comedians, That's all they do. Gilbert Gottfried? Oh, stop it. Please, I can't not touch my face. I'm trying, but it's like a magnet. Woody Allen, this is crazy to ask me to not touch my mouth and nose. I mean, it's like I'm putting the virus directly into my system. Jackie Mason, to tell you the truth, I'm patient in my position. I'm always using my hands and my fingers, and if God forbid I get an itch on my eye. It's not easy out there. But you know what is easy? To support amazing organizations like Chabad's Friendship Circle. You don't need me to tell you the incredible, important work that they do. Just keep supporting, stay active. I love you all.
Shabbat Shalom to all of my Friendship Circle friends. Shabbat Shalom Moscow, Australia, Israel, England, South Africa, Alaska, and everyone everywhere lighting candles all over the world. My home is just one of the many millions of homes that bring the peace of Sabbath into our lives with one little candle.
Northern Shabbat Lights, a true story.
Look, we're here. Hey, you need a taxi? Baruch Hashem.
Mama, are you in Nick, Alaska?
I need to say my morning prayers. When does the sun come up?
Well, the sun comes up when your watch turns February. Must be the first time you're up here at the Arctic Circle.
My rabbi in New York sends young rabbis to search out fellow Jews who are isolated from their brethren.
Now, you're not going to find any Jewish folk in Bethel. No, sirree. Most everyone here is Inuit Eskimo. Imagine, an Eskimo Jew.
I know I came here for a purpose.
Well, our school kids would sure enjoy learning about your Jewish traditions. How about a little cultural exchange?
Tungasugit. Welcome. I'm Nanarjuk, and this is the story of the Northern Lights. Many moons ago, the salmon swam against the crushing mountain waters, up, up, up into the beautiful river of stars, filling the northern skies with magical color and light.
I'm Rabbi Avraham, the first Jew in Bethel, Alaska.
I know someone who's Jewish, the best teacher in the whole world, my mom.
Shalom, I'm Tova. I came up here from Los Angeles after college, and here we are.
My mom says we're the frozen chosen.
I wish there was a way for Nanu to feel connected to her Jewish identity.
Well, being Jewish doesn't mean anything up here.
Being a Jew, Nanayuk, is like the salmon in your story.
Oh.
As the sun sets on Friday evening, Jewish mothers and daughters light the candles to bring light into the dark night.
Oh, I get it. These are the Northern Shabbat lights.
Ah, so beautiful.
That's why the whole world is waiting for you to light the candles.
Why would anyone wait for my candles?
Can you tell me, where is the first place in the world where the sun sets?
Probably New Zealand?
You're very smart. Then comes Japan, and across Asia, Africa, Israel, Europe, and across America. And then, finally, the last place to bring in the Shabbat is right here in Bethel, Alaska. And when you light Shabbat candles here, you complete the circle of all those little dancing flames of your Jewish sisters around the globe, filling the whole world with your light.
Lahadlik ner shel Shabbat Kodesh.
Shabbat Shalom, Nanarjuk.
Shabbat Shalom, Mom.
What a beautiful story about the power of one girl and her little candle. I've been lighting Shabbat candles since I was not even verbal. My mother would let me light candles with her. And as soon as I was old enough, I had one little candle that I would light and pretend to be the Ima, the mama, every Friday night. Lighting candles is something that is a very mystical and powerful and ancient way that we bring light into our homes and into our hearts. It's something that I do with my children standing next to me every Friday night, even though typically it's something that women and girls do. I want my children, my boys, to be involved in how we bring in the Sabbath. The expression Shabbat Shalom is appropriate because the idea is that Shabbat is a little bit of peace in a hectic and crazy world that we all live in, especially in a fast-paced world like we are all growing up in and inhabiting. It's even more important to remember that we can create peace even in small ways. And the way our tradition does that is by bringing light to the dark places in us that sometimes get forgotten in the week. And that's how I see Shabbat.
Kia ora and shalom from the South Island of New Zealand. My name is Joelle Knorr, and I'm thrilled to celebrate this global Shabbat party with my sisters and brothers from around the world. Every Friday, I get to be one of the first people on earth to bring the light of Shabbat into the world. But before I do, I make sure to take a few coins and put them in the tzedakah. And now it's my honor to start the first ever global Shabbat candle lighting. Kia mare te Shabbat no mato kator or Aotearoa, which means Shabbat Shalom from Nelson, New Zealand.
Good Sabbath for Sydney, Australia.
Good Shabbos from Beijing, China. Womanai Nieman.
Xin chào, Shabbat Shalom from Hanoi, Vietnam. Shabbat Shalom from Bangkok, Thailand. Shabbat Shalom из Москвы, Россия.
İstanbul, Türkiye'den hepinize Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom מירושלים, עיר הקודש.
Shabbat Shalom from Berlin. Shabbat Shalom de
Paris.
Vi ønsker en god shabbat fra Norge.
Shabbat Shalom from London, England.
Shabbat Shalom from South Africa.
Shabbat Shalom do Brasil.
Shabbat Shalom de Argentina. Shabbat Shalom de Playa del Carmen, México. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom from Livingston, New Jersey.
Shabbat Shalom, Kalama Zahaya.
Shabbat Shalom from Detroit, Michigan.
Shalom from Anchorage, Alaska. My name is Ruth Green. Every Friday night, I get to light one of the final candles in the weekly Circle of Light, joining women around the world as we embrace the love and light of Shabbat. But we in Alaska can't do this without you. The Circle of Light needs your special candle. Won't you join us? Shabbat Shalom!
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. This is a tough time for all of us, but pretty soon this will be in the rearview mirror. I'm Howie Mandel, and this is kind of an honor for me. I'm so thrilled to be doing America's Got Talent because I get to meet some amazing and talented and inspirational people, and one of those who's near and dear to me is about to perform for you.
Tina, tell us a little bit about Cody. Cody is blind and autistic.
Wow.
We found out that he loved music really early on. He listened and his eyes just went huge. And he started singing. And that's when I was in tears, because that's when I realized, oh my gosh, he's an entertainer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner of AGT Season 14, Cody Lee!
Wow. Ooh. Who is it? Ooh.
'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more, that we no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose. We've been beat on the souls of the innocent, blood-drenched pavement. Keep on moving through the water, stay raging. In this maze, you can lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more, there'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, stop with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like one day, one day. Oh, one day, one day. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more, there'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
Heck yeah, give me a high five, buddy. Woo! Hey guys, I'm Derek, Cody Lee's younger brother. And on behalf of our whole family, we wanted to thank everyone at Friendship Circle around the world.
Shabbat Shalom! Heck yeah!
You know, it's tough to combine the two words inspiring and hilarious, but there's no better way to describe this next act. Also, a winner, but of Britain's Got Talent, the always funny Lost Voice Guy.
Hello, Friendship Circle. It's Lost Voice Guy here. I hope you are all doing well during lockdown. Thanks very much for inviting me to your global Shabbat party. I may not be Jewish, but I'm still really excited to be involved. As some of you may know, I won Britain's Got Talent a few years ago, and this just goes to show what can happen when you believe in yourself. My only bit of advice would be to follow your dreams and do whatever you want to do in life. Even if you think it isn't possible, you should still give it a try, because you've got nothing to lose. To be honest, I didn't really have any big dreams when I was growing up. I thought I had to make do with what I had in life, because that's what everyone else was doing as well. I had a decent life, and I thought I was happy with that. It was only recently that I realized that I wanted to get a lot more out of it. Even after realizing that, I never expected to achieve all that I have. So I'm just enjoying the ride and seeing where it takes me next. And if I can achieve all of this, then I'm pretty sure anyone else can as well. Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, everybody. It's Billy Crystal sending you a big hug and a Shabbat Shalom to all the Friendship Circle kids here in the Palisades and around the world. If you're not familiar with me, which is very possible, ask your parents or Google me. But some of you may know me as this guy. 1, 2, 3, share! I'm the voice of Mike Wazowski, right, Mike? Anyway, this staying at home thing for the past 3 months has been very difficult on everybody throughout the world. But it can also be a good time in that you can focus on things that you really miss and things that you're really grateful for. For me, I'm most grateful for my family and my friends, of course. But I want to know what you think. And Mike and I were thinking, why don't you tell us what you're grateful for?
I live in Livingston, New Jersey. I am grateful for my family, the cooking that we do, and Twitter Circle.
I'm so grateful that even during isolation, I've been able to keep up with my Friendship Circle friends.
For the programming that have continued throughout the COVID-19 pandemic.
I'm grateful for the Friendship Circle because it's taught me that everyone deserves a friend.
All the time I get to spend with my amazing family.
My mom teaching me how to clean the toilet and cleaning my bathroom and making my bed.
I'm grateful for my teachers.
My Friendship Circle friends.
All this quality time with my family.
Life was.
We're thankful for the first responders.
My family and the fact that we're healthy.
I'm grateful for the time quarantine has given me to slow down and breathe.
I've learned to appreciate being able to see my friends in person.
Friendship Circle. Being happy and being healthy and having friends.
Friendship Circle.
Playing Uno or watching the movies.
My friends at Friendship Circle.
The patience that I've learned from spending time with my friendship buddy.
Being surrounded by such kind and accepting people.
I am so thankful for my buddy. I'm grateful that I was able to go to Friendship Circle during all of quarantine.
That we all found a way to connect through this rough time.
That my great aunt survived COVID-19.
To be part of something like Friendship Circle.
I am thankful for my Friendship Circle buddies who helped me during this time with the coronavirus.
That I'm a part of this amazing organization.
I am grateful for my buddies that kept me safe during the social isolation.
Spending the time with my family and really appreciating what I have around me.
That Danielle was picked to be my buddy.
Being healthy and feeling good.
All the FC programs that have continued during the COVID pandemic.
I'm grateful for all the first responders who are risking their lives to save ours.
I am grateful for Friendship Circle keeping me in touch with my friends during this pandemic.
My home and the things in it.
Washing your hands makes you healthier.
To be spending a lot of quality time with my family.
I'm grateful for Friendship Circle because it taught me how to create connections with many different types of people.
Friendship Circle has taught me what it means to be a leader and what it means to be responsible and most others' needs before your own.
Thank you, Friendship Circle.
Thank you, Friendship Circle.
Thank you, Friendship Circle. Friendship Circle.
I can't wait. I miss my friend.
Hope to see you guys soon.
I don't know about you, but people often come up to me and say, John, are you a Jew? And I say, Jew-ish.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sandy Entertainer talking to all my good people at the Friendship Circle.
I know the centers have been closed for this COVID crisis. I hope you're all happy and healthy. I'm very excited for you and your circle of friends to get back together.
Thank you guys for everything you guys do. Seriously, it's been a true pleasure watching you guys from afar.
I know that it's been a hard time for everybody with the COVID virus and not being able to go out and do the things that you're accustomed to doing. Shabbat Shalom and wishing everybody all the best.
I've always had a soft spot in regards to special needs. My mother was a special education teacher for 30 plus years.
I want to say hello to everybody at the Friendship Circle. Enjoy your Shabbat dinner and Mazel Tov. Have a great year.
I just can't wait to sit with people in person and rate the challah. Challah!
Well, I'm not sure if it's challah or challah.
Oh, challah? Like Chanukah? No, challah.
Please forgive me. I did my best.
It's a lot of phlegm. With the mask on, it comes back at you. That's what I'm concerned about. And I just wanted to show some love and make sure that you guys understood that I am here for you, okay? And I hope you're being great, being smart, being dynamic, and being helpful, all right? Continue to live big and live blessed. And all the people at the Friendship Circle, show a lot of love, all right? Shabbat Shalom. Yes.
My name is Yaakov Shweki, coming to you from my home. This global Shabbat party is a tremendous opportunity to prepare for Shabbat together as one. The day of Shabbat is here. What a serenity in the air. The feeling of Shabbat Kodesh, where you stop everything and you just connect with the Creator. The greatest gift in the world is the gift of Shabbat Kodesh, the Sabbath. Every single Friday night, you sit down with your family and you raise a cup of wine. And I ask my children, what are you thankful for? The whole week, and we sit around thanking God and lifting up the cup of wine and saying these words every single Friday night. It's called Kiddush. And these are the words we say. Yom HaShishi Vaychulu HaShamayim V'haaretz V'chol tzeva'am Vayechal Elohim Bayom HaShvi'i Melachto Asher Asa V'yivarech Elohim Et Yom HaShvi'i Vayekadesh Oto Ki bo Shabbat Mikol Melachto Asher bara Elohim La'asot.
What a beautiful way to conclude the online part of this amazing global Shabbat party. But the Shabbat party continues in our home and yours. Friday evening before sundown, please join families around the world as we light Shabbat candles and make Kiddush and embrace the love and peace of Shabbat. And let's pray for all those impacted by the pandemic and for healing and unity for everyone around the world. From everyone at Friendship Circle, thanks for joining in and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Hey!